Thanks everyone for being here. I have suffered tragedy in my life now for the second time. And I will touch briefly on the first time was with my 20-year-old daughter. She was killed in a car crash 1 mile from our house. And that was 11 years ago this past August. I became part of the drug court. I was really interested in it when it started for a couple different reasons. The first reason is I'm a very compassionate person, and when I got into law enforcement, it was not to see how many people I could take to jail, it was to see how many people I could help. And I never changed in 23 years. I also got involved because this hit me close and dear to my heart in my home. I have a confession to make to Samantha. I was talking to you 2 Fridays ago when you were here, and I told you that my best friend's daughter had this addiction, and I became involved in this court, and all of you people, because of this, it was now getting home to me. That was not the truth. The truth was, it was my stepmother, who was 23 years old and very dear to my heart. When I lost my first daughter, Meghan Reid was her name, she took Philippine oil in my life, and I became very close to her. She had suffered tragedy as a child. We sent her through the best schools that she could be. She went to a Catholic school her entire life. We didn't graduate from a Catholic school. She came from a good family, a very large family, on both her mom's side of the family and her dad, who in fact is deceased. And that was a lot of her problems as a youngster. So after I got involved with the drug court, I started learning more and more about it and started doing research on it. Meghan denied having any problem. She sat right over here on September 2nd in my house here, and I wanted to get her treatment here. I wanted to get her away from Grand Rapids. She also had a boyfriend that was most of her problem. He also was a heroin addict that I didn't learn about until about a year ago. And once I found out that the boyfriend had a heroin addiction as a police officer, I was able to do a little research and find out about his past. And then I confronted Meghan, and she denied doesn't have any type of problem. So we just kind of watched. Her complete family was in denial. No one thought that this could happen to Meghan. So about in April, we had been at a family function, and she was in the bathroom for long periods of time. And I said, you know what, I wonder what the heck she's doing. Well, as a parent, I did a little snooping, and I found her, whatever you call it, her kit, if you will. And I found the needles and the heroin and everything that they use heroin with. And I was sick to my stomach, and I couldn't believe it. And I confronted her, and she disowned me for a couple months. She moved in with her sister. A lot of family and friends, after finding out there was a problem, I think the wall was built, but we can't, what can you do for this? But the problem was, she was a very tough kid, and she was very independent. And she decided that she didn't have a problem. And when she was here, she went home and told me, Doug, that's really awesome what you guys are doing in the drug court, but that's not for me. I don't have a problem. And this was September 7th. On Tuesday, last Tuesday, before that past Friday, 2 weeks ago, she sent me a text, and she said that she is ready and wanted to come stay at this house here. And she wanted to go into the nursing program and get some help. On Friday, her sister had been at our house and told Molly, who was her mother, that she found her passed out. So she went out and got that Narcan stuff. And I came home on Saturday and I said, we have to go, we have to do something. Because one thing that Sam told me that I will never forget is if you were not forced, if help was not forced upon you, you probably wouldn't be where you're at. So I made up my mind, we're going to go see her and I'm going to force the issue and get her out of the environment she's in. On Sunday morning at 10:30, I got a call from Kayla, and the moment I saw the phone, I knew what had happened. And she had died. It is either an overdose or it was with the terrible drug that they're lacing it with, the elephant drug or the hot drug, whatever you want to call it. I was there riding with the police and I saw her. And I hope I never have to see anything like that again. You guys have to make choices. All of you. You've got to make a choice. We have to help people, kids, to make the right choice and not go into this stuff. This is out of control. That weekend, in Grand Rapids, there were 6 deaths, all from heroin. So as I sit here, and I'm going to be here every Wednesday, I've been here every Wednesday, and I'm going to continue to be here every Wednesday, and I'm going to get more involved. And please, from what I have suffered and family, I want you to look at this picture. I'm not only going to help you guys, but I'm going to reach out to law enforcement. As police officers, we have to change the way we police. When we get a call for a drug overdose, most of us that respond to them, well, it was a drug overdose. They were using drugs. So it's a drug overdose. We have to change that. This has now become much more than just a drug overdose. So I'm going to start not only helping you guys and every kid I can, but I'm also going to help law enforcement, and we're going to try to make some changes in how we approach this problem. I am also going to be Megan's voice, and I'm going to go as far as I can with this to try to get the laws in Michigan and across the country changed. We have to be able, as loved ones, to do something when we know a loved one is using heroin. And now our hands are tied. She was petitioned twice. We got her in the distress unit, and she was released within hours because she told them she didn't have a problem. I'm going to do everything I can to get that changed so a family member, a sibling, a mother, father can force this issue to get them treatment, forced upon them whether or not they're going to do it themselves. Because it's quite obvious, this drug is too bad. You cannot beat it on your own. Does this look like a heroin addict to any of you in this courtroom? One of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen in my life.